Well, a growing number of states are fighting to make it a crime to pretend to be someone else online. A lawmaker in Arizona is now proposing a new law banning online impersonation because she says it can help fight fraud and identity theft. If it passes, Arizona would join about a dozen other states with similar laws. But some First Amendment rights supporters say the law could punish those who create parody accounts on sites like Facebook or Twitter. With us now, Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, Happy New Year. Great to see you, sir.
Oh, same to you, Trace. You know, these cases you send me, they're never easy ones.
My question, Judge, off the get-go was, aren't there already current laws on the books that kind of cover this stuff already?
Yes, there are, and it's one of the reasons that in the emails you and I exchanged earlier today, I argued against this statute. Look, there's a law in Arizona, it's a federal law, and it exists in all states that prohibits fraud. And fraud is lying or cheating, making a material misrepresentation, and somebody being harmed by it. Well, this statute would criminalize an attempt to pretend to be somebody else, even if there's no harm. So if I created the fictional person of Thomas Jefferson and created this fictional person and engaged in all kinds of political debate, pretending to be Thomas Jefferson, who's obviously dead, I could be prosecuted under this statute, even though no one was harmed by it, because I intended to trick the people with whom I'm communicating into thinking that I'm the real Thomas Jefferson. I would think the state has better things to do than get involved in this.
I know you talk about no harm, Judge, but we went back and we pulled up a case out of Texas where two 12-year-old girls created a Facebook account about a third 12-year-old girl, right? They used her name, and they sent out these threats in her name. And so this 12-year-old girl who they impersonated was then at risk because she was also threatened. So does that kind of win you a little bit more in favor of this law?
Well, no, Trace, because that is covered by the statutes that prohibit fraud, the statutes that prohibit threats, and the statutes that prohibit harassment. You see, what we want, when we mire ourselves in more laws than we need, we make things more complicated, more expensive, and therefore less free. When the laws on the books are adequate to address the evils that society has to address, we spend less and we are freer, particularly when it comes to the First Amendment. Government must only interfere with the freedom of speech in the most extreme of circumstances, where it's absolutely vital to save an imminent threat to innocent human life. This is not that case.
And really, when you talk about these laws, it's kind of how these laws are interpreted, Judge. And so, you know, you can take these laws that are being passed now in 11 states, maybe 12, and it suddenly becomes something totally different.
Look, if a mother created an account in the name of her daughter and pretended to be the daughter, even with the daughter's consent, as a means of teaching the daughter how to use the internet, the mother could be prosecuted under this statute. I mean, this is just so wrong-headed because it doesn't require harm. It only requires that you do this. The linchpin of criminal prosecutions in America used to be harm. If there's no harm, there's no crime. Then governments started to think they could right any wrong and regulate any behavior they want. They took the requirement of the state to prove harm out of the statute. That's wrong. That allows the government to ensnare innocent people who don't intend and don't cause any harm.
Right. And the law continues to chase technology. Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, great to see you, sir.
Did I win you over, Gallagher?
Yeah, well, you always win me over, Judge, and this one I'm kind of on the fence.
Happy New Year to you and your beautiful family.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.